once again welcome to our special interview series on decoding offer shopping by OfferDecline. In today's discussion, once again, we will delve into one of the biggest challenges that organizations face during their hiring process and explore the promising solutions that can help mitigate this issue. I'm your host Deepthi and I'm glad to have you join us today. Before we dive into the conversation, let me provide you once again with a brief overview of OfferDecline.com, this esteemed platform that aims to address the challenge of offer decline. As we all know that it can be disheartening for recruiters and organizations when candidates initially accept job offers but later decline them, resulting in substantial financial losses and wasted resources. OfferDecline has recognized this recurring problem and developed an innovative platform that empower organizations and recruiters to effectively deal with offer decline. Through this platform, recruiters can now share crucial information about candidates who have previously declined offers, enabling them to make informed decisions before extending new job offers. This invaluable resource allows recruiters to prevent potential candidates from taking them for a ride. By leveraging the power of information sharing, recruiters can save valuable time and resources while greatly improve the overall efficiency of their recruitment process. OfferDecline serves as a collaborative space where recruiters can gather insights and enhance their decision-making process, ultimately leading to better outcomes for both recruiters and candidates. Today, we have the privilege of discussing this groundbreaking challenge with our esteemed guest, Ms. Mandira Gujral, who is HR business partner at 𝐈𝐴𝐿𝐴 Company. With her vast experience and expertise in the field, we are excited to gain valuable insights into the challenges and potential solutions related to the candidate offer shopping. So without further ado, let's jump into the right discussion. Thank you, Mandira, for joining us today. Before going into this detailed discussion, please let us know about your journey in the industry.
Thank you so much, Deepthi, for giving this platform. And I'm really excited to contribute in today's topic. But at the same time, to give a brief snapshot regarding my career, I've got, say, about roughly 14 plus years of experience into human resource management. So be it talent acquisition, talent development, HR transformation, then to talk about performance management, career counseling, to name a few. I've got varied experience into companies like IT, NBFC, manufacturing, retail, then digital marketing and media. And companies like I worked with Escorts Finance, Webtel, Unayo Marketing, then with Devani Food Industries Limited, which is again a division of RJ Corp. The product name is Creamwell Ice Cream. Then with Unayo Marketing, as I said. And finally, I'm presently with 𝐈𝐴𝐿𝐴 Company, which is actually a chartered accountancy firm into the finance sector. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Mandira. We greatly appreciate your presence and eagerly look forward to your thoughts and expertise on this critical topic. So here is my first question to you. How do you approach the negotiations with candidates who have multiple job offers on the table?
Yeah. To start with this topic, first I would like to say that whenever we, have this notion at the back of your mind that we want to hire somebody, you need to understand why we require this particular position. And secondly, once you start interviewing the candidate, you need to understand the psyche behind. So the psyche starts with within quotes, the why factor. The moment you are able to answer the why factor, you are a winner. So why the candidate is looking for a change? We all know change is a constant thing in life, but still, why the individual is looking for a change in terms of his salary, in terms of the background, which is not liking, is not coping well with the organization, he is not coping well with his peer group. So the moment you are able to crack that, it is easier for you to cope up with the situation, and you can attract the bestest of the talent in your organization. And secondly, I feel the compensation, it definitely plays a vital role. So you need to have a competitive edge over other organizations. So, and then definitely in fingertips I can talk about, then flexibility. It also plays a vital role. How open you are with the candidate. So you have to build a rapport with the candidate. So why he is, a friendly atmosphere, you need to make him or her understand the company culture, the values. And if you go on with this, so I'm sure you will be able to attract the bestest of the talent in your organization. Yeah.
Great. It is very rightly said, Mandira, that why is very important. And of course, the compensation, flexibility, culture of any organization matters when you are negotiating with the candidate for this job offer. And these days, it becomes very crucial, and it's a very competitive age for all industry mainly. But I would like to know, as you are in a chartered accountant firms right now. In previous interviews, I have interacted with many leaders from the different backgrounds, maybe hospitality, IT industry, or manufacturing, or any other else. Everybody, most of the points were common, but there are some points are different based on the industry. Because let's say if we talk about the IT industry, it is a very, very crucial for HR people to hire the candidates. But how does it goes same with the finance or the CA in CA firms and such fields? Is it the same? It is very competitive, or how HRs manage these things? Yeah.
Yeah. See, as I said before, in any organization, it's a challenge to attract the bestest of the candidate in your organization. But at the same time, as I said in the very beginning, you have to understand the psyche. If somebody is looking for a change, why the person is looking for a change, you need to respect the values. Say, for example, I can talk about one of my experiences in this 𝐰𝐴 company, wherein there was a chartered accountant and he was looking for a change, and he was working with the Big Four. I won't name the organization, but he was working with the Big Four, but he was looking for a change. Why? When being interviewed, he said clearly, and from the HR side, you need to be a little open with him or her. And he clearly said, that the distance, the kind of experience which I'm having, which is in the Big Four, I'm not getting that opportunity. But I want to join a mediocre firm so that I can have a varied experience in all the fields, all the facets, and all the arenas of the finance sector. So that is one of the reasons. And yes, though the packages, there are many of the candidates, they give not a very good, leverage to the salary section also. There are people who, one of the examples I can talk about in one of my IT sectors, wherein this gentleman wants to change. Why? Because he feels that he has taken a lot from the society, be it his parents, his siblings, his peer group, and he wants to return them back. So we have got a CSR cell in the organization. So we decided to make him as a head of this particular cell, and he can. And this particular cell works as imparting computer training to the underprivileged one. So he became the head. He was happy. So there are candidates who are away from the compensation part, can work on the other facets also. So with my experience, I can talk about these two examples, and there are many to talk about, but these, at this point of time, it just came into my mind, so I shared with you. Yes.
This is a very these are the great examples where the candidates wanted to change because they want to give back to the society or maybe some other
Yes.
reasons. But again, yeah, this is crucial. So here, it's my next question. Could you share some of the challenges you have faced while navigating
Mhm.
the offer shopping process and how you overcame them, as you coming from like you have experience from the so many different industry, so you might be having
Mhm.
so many examples as well here where you can share some specific instances
Mhm.
where you had to get creative in order to make an offer more attractive to the candidate. I think both questions are interrelated, but yes, I would like to
Mhm.
know about this with some live examples you have
Yes,
experienced.
yes. Sure, sure. Well, to talk about one, I can give you one side such example wherein we were supposed to hire one, we had a publishing cell and we were supposed to hire a editor-in-chief. Now, what happens is that this magazine was both in English and Hindi. Now, when we were started hiring for this position, so wherein we found that not many people who are good in English, they're not very savvy in Hindi, and those who are very, very particular in Hindi, they're not very savvy in English. So it was a challenge for us to have an individual with both the qualities. So anyhow, we just pinned down to one such candidate. We're fortunate enough to pin down to such a candidate, and then finally, when we interviewed him, and why he was looking for a change, the only example which he gave is that though he is a master of his subject, but he was not given the leverage to work on his own. So that is his pain area. We need to identify that as well. And secondly, he said the flexibility of the working hours. At odd hours, he has prolonged working, work duties and all. So these are the two factors which we understand from him, and we decided. We have gone the extra mile, and we decided to hire him on board with this particular flexibility that you will be given the charge on your own, and whatever you decide, you just to inform the management, because a lot many things comes from the trust value from the management side as well. So you need to have a trust on the management. We'll give you that leverage to work on your own. At the same time, we'll give you the flexibility of the working hours so that you can maintain your work-life balance in a more better manner by having a hybrid mode. But this I'm talking about 6-7 years back, when this hybrid mode and remote working was not very common. So we have gone out of the way, but understanding at the same time the organization perspective as well, that we have a certain parameter, a certain budget. We cannot exceed that as well. So whatever flexibility as an individual can be given. So we worked upon that factor, and hope with the hope that he will be on board on time, and hopefully with the intention that the ghosting period will not be there. So we built a very good rapport with him, and finally we were able to board him on time as scheduled. Yes. So that is one big example in front of me which I can talk about. There are many, but this is one of the I can say winning situation for me, because having an individual with two of the qualities which are very, very difficult to find in the market, and with a short span of time. So that I can talk about, yes. There are many challenges. The ghosting period also, when I can see, when you hire a candidate and everything offer has been given and everything is finalized, when finally, suddenly the candidate stopped picking your calls. Why? With no answer. So what I understand during this tenure, that you have to maintain a proper rapport with them. So you need to give them a call at different interval of time, so that you can help them, even though on the other side of the road, but still you can help them out for a smooth exit with the present organization. And as and when there is a requirement, you can support them well, and a friendly atmosphere, a friendly gesture with them will help us to induct the candidate in the organization in a smoother manner. That I can talk about. Yes.
Great. This is really a very interesting example Mandira, thank
Mhm,
you for bringing it to us. Can you,
mhm.
what do you think about, what do you think are the most important elements of a successful job offer package?
See, honestly, I have seen in many organizations with my experience that we intend to hire a person whenever there is a need. But at the same time, we lack this particular to draw a line wherein we need to have a clear cut objective why we are hiring. The moment, as I said, the why factor comes in, then you need to understand that what is the job description of this individual, and once he's been inducted, what is his KRI, KPI parameters, what will be his or her job role, whom will he be reporting to. You need to make him or her understand the team dynamics as well. So who will be your peer group. So if these things are clearly drawn, if you make him or her understand regarding these parameters, so I think this half of the battle you have won. So you can navigate freely, and the candidate will have a more trust factor on you, that yes, the company is more professionals and they are committed to hire me, and they can help us for the for my growth parameters and my growth success. And they can eventually, if I spend a lot of time with the organization, they can really help me in my career. So that these are the few of the factors where they really work well when you are actually going to hire a good employee to your organization. So prospecting employee in your organization, because many a times I have also seen, if you're hiring at a mediocre level people, they have this, they jump into the organization. If, say for example, somebody is getting 50K in an organization, and if you offer them 52 or 53K, they will come down to your organization, but they'll not stick or stay in for a longer duration. But if you really want to hire talented people in the organization, you have to have clear objectives, set clear policies in your this organization, wherein you can actually attract them. Because I don't think any individual can just for the heck of it, for the sake of it, any good individual in organization, unless they feel that yes, this organization is going to be helpful in my career. So these parameters you have to have at the back of your mind. If these things are there, then obviously I don't think you can be able to lose any good candidate. Yes, that's with the experience I have gained these things. And obviously building friendly rapport and is the plus always.
Yes, I
Yes.
appreciate it is very important to build a friendly rapport with the candidates, to let them know about with whom they are going to work, to whom they are reporting, and the overall background, and of course, basically the kind of surroundings they are looking for makes a great impact in the offer negotiation. If we, talk about over and above of the salary factors, or let's say the commercial part of the negotiation, and this is really helpful. So, would you like to give some suggestions or some tips to the recruiters, who face, because being in HR, we definitely can, feel that pain when someone joins in and then they don't pick up the call, or at the last moment. Have you also come across some situations when, candidate did not turn on the joining date? Or let's say he did not pick up the call. How you manage those situations, and what suggestions would you like to give to the recruiters to handle these situations and scenarios?
Yes, definitely. Well, it is an ongoing process these days, and very, initial days of my career in the nascent stage, yes, I did experience such occasions. But at the same time, I will always appreciate if someone has the plan A and plan B and plan C approach. If not, candidate A, then you have candidate B and C. So that is the ideal way to go about. But yes, the important element in this factor I can talk about is communication. You need to have a proper communication channel with the candidate, so that you are you are actually running after the candidate, but you will not let him or her know about it. So how? Because that is, the communication is the only channel that you need to, after every 2 or 3 days, frequent intervals, you need to, get connected with them and ask them what is the scenario, make them understand the hiring process, because many a times it happens that they are unnecessary. It happens within the organization that, as I said, a vacancy arises, a manpower requisition comes in, a vacancy arises, and you start hiring for a candidate. The moment you pin down, it happens that internal approvals come into the picture. So many internal approvals that you actually forget for whom you're actually taking the approval for. So you neglect the candidate. So it is equally important that timelines need to be set in place, that within this particular period, you need to interview the candidate, and within a given period of time, you need to call him to be on board. So if those things are in place, then I think you cannot let any good candidate go out of your place. So the first factor is that you need to have, say, clear set objectives. Second, you need to build a rapport with the candidate, and have third, very important, as I said, need to have proper policies on timelines. When, what should take place. On such and such day, the interview has taken place, and such day, the salary negotiations will take place. And on the third parameter is that when to invite the candidate to come on board. So these 3 steps should come quickly in hand. If you avoid any of the parameters, then there is a possibility that you will lose chances of losing the good candidate. So with my experience and tenure, I have gradually, over a period of time, trying to catch hold of these particular elements and able to push the candidate towards my organization that I can talk about, because it is very, very difficult. The competition is so high in the market with these. So there you need to have smart enough to, even if you talk to a candidate for a few seconds, for a few minutes, it will help him ease out, and then you feel that the would-be employee is really, really concerned about me. And nowadays people are more concerned, rather than the salary, the packages and everything. They're more concerned who are actually genuinely interested towards them. And in case if you're not interested in any candidate, you'll not be able to provide good growth opportunities for them. So that is equally important. That's what I've seen, and that I can share at this point of time. Yes.
Great insights, Mandira. I'm sure that recruiters will definitely learn out of it. And of course, it is very important to figure out the why, to have the timely approvals, policies, and procedures in place, to avoid such instances. And this is one of the good could be a solution where you can refrain yourself from the offer declines from your hiring process. So Mandira, do you think that as we had a very interesting conversation, and do you think this such platform called OfferDecline, can also help organizations in making the better decisions by this information sharing platform? Will it be useful, as per your perspective, will it be useful for the organization's recruiters as well? What are your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. No second thoughts about it, because nowadays the social media platform is so valid. People can very well, with this, slightly, a click of a button, they can open up and they'll get to know so many things. And OfferDecline is definitely doing a great job by educating people about the same. They can, as you said, they can reframe themselves from making such mistakes and blunders. They can have valuable, they can prove themselves for a valuable asset to the organization, and at the same time they can attract the good talent pool in the organization. And if they get to know something beforehand, say their mistake is going to be the blunder, they can refrain themselves. Definitely is. So OfferDecline is definitely doing a wonderful job, very, I will say, useful social job, in fact, educating people about the same, and making them doing such things, refraining them from doing such things. Definitely, yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Mandira, for your insights. As we come to the end of our insightful discussion, I want to express my sincere gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mandira Gujral, for sharing her valuable expertise and insights on the challenges and solutions related to the candidate offer shopping. Mandira, your wealth of experience has provided our audience with invaluable knowledge and strategies to navigate this complex process. I also want to extend my appreciation to all of our viewers for viewing this. I hope that you found this interview informative and thought-provoking, offering valuable perspectives on tackling offer decline in the recruitment process. And remember, at OfferDecline.com, we continue to strive towards creating a collaborative space where recruiters and organizations can share insights and overcome the challenges of offer decline. By working together and implementing effective strategies, we can optimize our recruitment process and achieve better outcomes for all parties involved. Finally, I would like to encourage our audience to visit OfferDecline.com, where you can explore further resources and tools that can assist you in addressing the offer decline challenges within your organization. Thank you once again, Mandira, for your time and expertise. We genuinely appreciate your contribution to our interview series, and thanks to our viewers and audience for joining us. We look forward to bringing more and more valuable discussions in the future.
Thank you so much for having me here, Deepthi. Looking forward for more.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.